Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Midday money. It's a Wednesday. W-I-N-S-Day. A Wednesday, as I used to call it. Now it's pretty much standard in the business. Anyway, hit the like button here. YouTube. Winning free picks. Sean Higgs. Picks and parlays. Wherever you watch it. Appreciate it. Notification bell on so you know when we do the Midday Money Show. Free pick videos are back because we got college football, NFL, NBA, hockey, college hoops. You don't want to miss out on that. Look at lines. A lot of good stuff. So in the comments section, I rolled up the little support the show. Hit the like button in there. Free picks are posted as well. Twitter. We have a Twitter handle. There you go, Mr. Sean Higgs. That's me. And I'm going to blast these out here on the X in case anybody's out there in X world. Welcome on in, everybody. And of course, the podcast listeners. When you're in a podcast form, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I keep saying I got to do a country update. I will. Maybe tomorrow. Slow day on Thursdays, right? Thursdays are usually a light day. Anyway, so real fast, if you're watching after the fact, Twitter, Pandora, I need my wife's birthday, 50 years old, 50 years young. She doesn't look 50. And I don't know. I don't think I look 49 either. I don't know. I still feel like it's like 96. But I need some gift ideas. I know it's late in the game, but I was thinking like, wow, she's 50. I got to get something kind of decent, right? I don't know. Plus, our anniversary was last week. 19 years married, 23 together. Need some help. I know. Spa. I get it. That's the best out of it. All right. That's enough about me worrying about keeping my marriage. Although where's she going now? After basically 25 years, right? She's stuck with this madman. Let's get to the recap. Pretty simple recap because all we had was the Suns in the NBA. It was a loser. Loser with the Suns. It's all right. 5-3 plus 170 in the Midday Money Show. Those 6-1 on the sites because the Clippers get it done in a big way for me. Let's talk about today's action, and then we'll recap all the numbers here. So baseball, 294, 353. Rangers today. We're not gonna make a super. I don't want to say like a super Maxwell GOAT kind of play to get even, bet it all, right? Get even also, and I win one game or even. We don't do that. I said back in September we were gonna have a losing year. We were gonna try to chip it down. Didn't work out. Take Rangers to close things out here. They even money. NBA again, 5-3 plus 170, nothing there. Hockey 3-2 plus $90. Give me the Ducks no OT today. A little no OT. So that's a regulation play. Plus 140. Plus 140 Ducks in regulation. NFL for tomorrow, we're 20-11 in the video, plus 780. We'll go money line on the Titans, plus 125. College football, 29-23, plus 350 here in the Midday Money Show. Ball State tonight, plus 5.5. Duke under the 44 tomorrow. And on Friday, BC, plus the 110. There you go. Teaser Tuesday stuff is posted underneath. Again, I thought up here real fast. NFL was the Rams, Tampa, and Dallas. And college football was A&M, K-State, and Mizzou. All right, let's get to the comments. First one in here because everything else is me. Locking in with the King is in the house. Welcome. Jeff's in the house, riding the Rangers every night. I should come out ahead. Oh, you should. We'll see. I mean, our dog day. 10-0? Undefeated in the playoffs on the road? Good job, Texas. Good job, Rangers. I am good, Jeff. Mount Hills at house. Killed the over in a baseball game. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. 17 runs. Well, I hope I am good. I thought you were saying hope it's good, meaning your Ranger bet, which I thought would be okay. But I am good as well, Jeff. So thank you for that. I'm on the Nuggets first half full game. Let's jump into NBA mini soda. Now, I got one NBA game tonight. I've got. I threw that out here. It's on the site, so it's a premium play. But I loaded it up today as a YouTube premium play. This isn't it, by the way. And yeah, I'm off to a nice little start in the NBA, but part of me is pulling like I should put out more because I'm feeling all right with the NBA. But on the flip side is I know the NBA is dangerous. Like here, I want to take Minnesota here. It looks a little like that too. 2.5. Money line, Markel. Just put in Raiders first half. I don't hate this. I know people are going to run like, oh, look at uh, Aiden O'Connell, quarterback, new coach, blah, blah, blah. I got Max Crosby on defense, which is enough to wreak havoc for the Giants, right? I mean, we know we're going to get a steady dose of Saquon Barkley. And we're going to see here, everybody hated the coach, right? So are the chains off the dogs? We're going to run amok here, right? We're going to get Jacobs out of the backfield. We're going to get Adams going downfield. We're going to have long passes. I don't hate jumping on team after firing a head coach. Like it was King 0-9 hockey. I know. 5-2. Look. And I just look because remember yesterday I said I'm going to put this in because I went to my one account. I'm like, what the heck? How am I? I'm down money here because I had won the other day in it, and I'm like, what happened? And this game 5-2 and a goal with a little over 2 minutes left killed us there. Manuel Markel, Devontae Adams breakout. Yeah, that's what I just mentioned there. Manuel Markel. King D says one NBA play for us 2-0 start. We're going slowly. Cherry pick. So 2-0 in the NBA, but yet you've been really going at it on the ice, King D. Interesting. See, I am 3-3, but I'm plus money in hockey for the season on the sites. I'm 3-2 here. So you see how I've done. 6-1 though on the site. So NBA, I'm all right, but I don't mind cherry picking NBA or hockey for that matter. Jason's in the house. Can you talk a little about your thoughts on live betting NBA over unders? Or that's something someone should stay away from. Now, I'm not a huge live better, Jay, because I feel if I'm going to live bet, I got to sit and watch a game. I want to see how the flow's going. You look at a scoreboard and you think you know how the game's going, but watching it as it plays out is a lot different. So over unders, if I'm doing NBA live betting, it would be I'm taking who's ever down a chunk in like the second quarter. Teams go on runs. It's the NBA. Everybody goes on a run. I think already this year, the whole Golden State in the third quarter blowout, like that happened the other day. Was it last Friday or whatever? On the NBA to me, and again, from someone who's out to a nice little start, this is a sport I really don't love to jump in on. You have now that, okay, if you're going to sit guys, you have to sit them while you're home because we don't want the teams on the road not to get, these people, our fans are paying thinking so-and-so's coming to play and he sits out, but the home team guy could sit out. I just, the NBA, Jay, I say no betting allowed. I joke about it. I say it, playoff time, nothing but action. Let's go. It's playoffs. Playoffs? Regular season, we already got guys sitting out. I do not this is me. People do it. I know guys who do it. No thank you. It's a no thank you to me, Jason. I'll pass. I'll make money other spots. NBA to me is very volatile. And I think maybe in a prop market, you could, and not live betting player props. I'm just saying player props in the NBA. I'd rather kind of go that route, honestly. And that's coming from a guy who's not a huge prop cat. I'm tip off, kickoff, first pitch kind of guy. I need, beforehand. Yeah, I'll take a little NBA like that, King Day. It's a nice little start because usually you've been in the show for a while. You see, usually regular season here, we're 500 or below in a video. So I'll take any kind of wins I could grab. Michael B's in the house. Welcome, Michael. You got to be happy. Probably going to bed last night. Hear the news. Oh, as I yawn and you get a face full, camera full of my mouth. Happy that your guy finally got canned out there, and the GM goes as well. And you didn't even mention it yet. Another whatever night, 1-1 hit the Rangers, lost with the Magic. Thought Harden and all the new guys were going to play. How'd you? No, no, no. I mean, how's Harden playing in that spot? See, this is now the spot to fade the Clippers is now. Like this is the fade spot here against the Lakers. But do I want to lay 6 with the Lakers? Like this is a spot not to play them. This is where we take the other LA. Not last night. Not they got a day off. That's where they're going to play. I know the Lakers are the bigger name, but this is where I want to play the Lakers. Yes, McDaniels is gone. I know you're happy. I know you're happy. Probably a lot of Raider fans happy. I'm wondering how long until Belichick scoops up McDaniels and brings him back to New England. Is he the replacement for Belichick? Is Kraft going to say, yeah, you've been here. We know what you are. Are they going to let that guy come in here after what he did? Or what he didn't do, I should say. Poor play. Jesse's in the house. Had the Knicks last night with D. Mitch questionable. What was last night's game? They got it done. 18 on the road. Mitchell was questionable there. Cleveland's in the back. So it's a home and home. Here we go. Cleveland and the Knicks coming at it again. Coming at it again. Oh. Oh, D Wade had a great game for the Cavaliers yesterday. D Wade. Think he calls himself D Wade? He played, but does he play in a back to back? He has to play because he's on the road. They can't sit out on the road. I thought that was the rule. Michael B. Only play I got today is the Wolves and the Nuggets. I agree with that one. T-Wolves 6-0 last 6 versus the Nuggets. I've been cruising. I think the Wolves 10 the Nuggets first out done. I had mentioned that earlier. I do have one game. It is in the YouTube premium section for those of you like you, Michael, who are part of the Midday Mafia family there. But this is a game I also thought about here. Not going to lie. Thought about throwing it right here in this very chat. I'm just going to say take Minnesota here. Probably should have. But again, it's just one of those things where I just, you start throwing out a bunch of games, and this is what happened with baseball this year. We got so many more games than we had last year, and it's a losing year. Last year in the video for the entire season, we were 211 and 209 plus 3220. This year, from 410 picks to 670 picks. I mean, I just can't put out a bunch of stuff to say every day I've got to have 2 or 3 or 5 games across the board. Same with college basketball. I can't be doing 500 something games, 10 games on weekends. I got to kind of pick and choose my spots here. Uh, he's dealing with a hammy. I think he could sit out if he aggravated it. Oh, that's yeah. Well, if you say the guy's injured, though, I think he has to sit out for a whole week. Again, this is the thing. Somebody talked about the NBA. This is the kind of stuff where I just kind of look for a spot. I'm not way too much nonsense in the NBA. Like I said, I might take the Kings and the points with no Fox site for Sacramento. I want to see if Harden is starting. I might play the Lakers. So, yeah, exactly. Anybody but the Lakers. Like the Lakers are not a team I want to lay a touchdown with. I said in a free pick video yesterday, I was like, let's lay a touchdown with the Suns here. I thought they played a little defense. I'm not a big Spurs guy. Yeah, lose outright. The Suns. Terrible. Bad call by me. David, 3-team parlay, D-backs money line, Ball State, and Akron. The Zips. I don't know if it's nice, Dave. I mean, you really want to run to taking Arizona. I know Gallon's home, but it's the Evaldi is tough. I mean, Texas haven't lost on the road. Ball State, I'm with you because I got Ball State myself right here in the chat. We got a little Ball State. Oh, that's the teaser Tuesday. I gotta bring back the other one. There we go. There we go. There's Ball State plus the 5.5. And what was the other one you sort of like there? The Zips against Kent. Kent is bad. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate him. I really do you really want to run to like? Would you be betting this game? And this is, I say this. I hear a lot of people say this. Would you be betting Akron Kent State on a Saturday at 2:00? Are you just betting this because it's Maction on a Wednesday on November the 1st? Like I said, I've learned something about the Clippers team. They like to beat up on bad teams. The game was well in hand, and Ty Lue let the starters until the end. Well, I mean, at that point, you don't really have a choice when you just traded a bunch of guys away. So that's, you got a short bench. You can only do so much there. I mean, you had what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I get you're going to let all these other guys play the entire game. I don't know. I mean, maybe it could. I mean, I don't. You play George Leonard 30 minutes or two. I don't think that's a terrible. Those guys should play 30 minutes a game. What are we doing here? They're not playing 38 minutes or even 35. 32, that's a fine. And it wasn't a game where they're really, I don't think, working hard. It's not some grueling defensive battle where it's like we're chugging along. I mean, they were effective from the floor. Kawhi was 3 of 11, but um, I don't hate that spot there. If you can't play 30 minutes here, freaking third game of the season, come on, bro. Jesse, maybe they just limit his minutes and probably get crazy with guys pretending to be injured. Yeah. Again, this is the NBA. We had someone thought about Jason was like, hey, live betting in game. I can't. No thanks. David, Ball State first half. I like Ball State for the game. Denver -2, I do not like. Hockey under the 6.5. I love the Avalanche minus a goal and a half today versus St. Louis. St. Louis is bad, apparently. Remember St. Louis used to be good? Brett Hull. Brett Hull still play? Or Brett Hull back in the day? And the Ducks, I want them regulation for plus money. Michael B., any thoughts on the Rangers game tonight? I'm sure you already mentioned it. I didn't know what to do last night until I saw Garcia and Scherzer were out for the series. Yeah, Garcia pulled his ribby oblique. Listen, you still got Seager, who's a stud. Simeon's good. Young, I mean, this is a good. Yeah, give me the Rangers to wrap it up. Good for the Rangers. This team, I know that DeGrom's going to be out next year, right? If he comes back, it'll be late in the year. Scherzer, again, you need starting pitchers. I don't care if Evaldi goes 25 starts again. Gray, Perez, Dunning, Monty. The more the merrier. And the lineup is tough. I'd like to see him get like maybe another bat, believe it or not. It could be dangerous, this team. David, you're welcome. James is in the house. Yo. Uh, so what's wrong with NBA players? It's week one. They need time off. Dave, no betting allowed, fella. I don't know what to tell you. Marcos and me. What's up? I already hit the like button. Thank you, Marcos. Marcos Minute will be coming around the mountain pretty soon, right? The old Marcos Minute. Although, um, I think the opening day is probably not a Marcos Minute when there's 70 games on tap. Go through every one of those. James just hit me with a boo. What's a boo for? Is this a Halloween boo, or are you booing that I don't like the Diamondbacks or the Clippers? Marco says, for you and Miss Canna, where is Miss Danica? Jason, here we go. Mr. NBA in game. This is who was talking about it before, Jesse. Well, I say thank you for all your insight. You're bringing a lot to us answers. Listen, Jay, I am not a teacher and come in with all different. There's a lot of guys who do shows where they talk about all different kind of things. I'm a uh, better at heart. Forget about being a sale tout guy, whatever people lump me in as. I'm just somebody who's doing it a long time, and I win a little more than we lose. I don't come in claiming ridiculous. You see records here. You could go to any of the 100 something sites I'm on and see records. But I try to bring a little different kind of way of thinking to the betting sphere, I guess, with all the kind of stuff you see on TikTok and Instagram or Facebook or Reels or whatever the heck, you know. You don't have to bet it because it's a Tuesday MAC game or a Monday night football game or it's a World Series. You don't have to bet, number one. I don't think people understand that. They don't get it. Like the phone and live betting, that's a guy. This is a death trap for people. You don't have the discipline. And I'm not saying it was you, but you can't do that. You just load up stuff on your phone off a credit card. Live bet. Yeah, I'm gonna say your $5 bet turns into next thing you know, you got $75 on a game because you're live bet. And again, I don't like leaving a person up when I talk in broad strokes like that, but you get the picture, Days. I appreciate you watching. I try to help teach you a little bit. Number one, I just want to, if I get anything across to somebody, it's one, you don't have to bet the noon game or the 11 a.m. game or the random Friday 2 o'clock day baseball Cubbies game. You don't have to bet all these things. It's on TV. It's on TV. Every freaking game's on TV. This ain't 1996 where it's an ESPN game and you're thinking, you know what? Oh, it's I mean, I used to joke it'd be like dogs and unders, ESPN, like big Monday college basketball triple headers. I just take the dogs and unders all day long, all week. Can't do that now because you have ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus, ESPN3, Fox 1, Fox 2, MSC, whatever. I mean, there's all the college networks. You can't just bet TV games. There's freaking 120 TV games. Don't bet just to bet. Marcos, it's November. It is. It's almost time. It is almost time. College hoops a couple days away. I mean, it is right around the corner. What, next week? Next Monday. I believe there's like 100 games. I'm not going to have a line on Spalding versus IUPUI at 11 a.m. This is a game here. People want to bet. Hey, University of Fort Lauderdale at Troy. Let's get on it. I mean, a lot of non-listed games. Texas asked for them back for Scherzer. No, listen. You knew what he was. He's banged up. Who cares? You won the World Series. He won a couple games for you. You got a World Series. Whether he went 0-7 or 7-0 or whatever he did in Texas, you bring in a guy like that, it shows the team you're for real. Like, you don't want to be on the Orioles last year and, hey, who are we bringing in? Oh, we're bringing in nobody at the deadline. And this year, we're bringing in nobody. we're bringing nobody get bounced out again, either having the best record in the American League or second best, whatever they had. They had the best record. They had 100 wins. Like, where do you want to be? You want to be a team that says, you know what? F it. We're going for it. We're going. We think we could win. Why wouldn't this season was wide open in both leagues? Braves could hit, no pitching. Philly, all right, they were in the World Series last year. They could get streaky. You saw what happened to them. Here come the Diamondbacks out of the blue. Dodgers, for as much as they are, they can't hit. They have Betts at Freeman and a bunch of guys who hit 225. Stros couldn't get out of their own way. They couldn't pitch. They couldn't hit. They were hurt. Staff, bullpen, they were worn out. Tampa Bay, July hit, they were done. Injuries all over the joint. No Yankees. No Mets. Minnesota. I mean, why wouldn't you go all in this year? Why wouldn't you go all in this year? If I'm in the NFL, I'm shocked teams didn't go. Like, talk about a wide open NFL season. But back to this. What are you talking about? If he gets healthy next year, again, you got depth. You get 6, 7 starting pitchers. Roll out a 6-man. Who the heck cares? Keep the players healthy. It's worth every penny because they're going to be World Series champions. Michael, I believe in Bochy. That's it's a winner. I broke it even every day getting killed by juice. Well, that's again. The juice will get you. That's why I try to stay away from the juice. Sometimes it is not worth the squeeze. World Series ticket looks good, though, Mike. That'll make up for a rough little streak for you. Marcos is almost time for getting a Marcos minute. I mentioned that. Yes, sir. Yep. Evaldi should get paid in the offseason, May 34th. I mean, that's the thing, though. Are they going to pay these guys to stay? I mean, I don't know who's paying him $35 million. That pitcher's 27. You can't pay a guy who's injury riddled or prone. I mean, he's healthy. He's good. I like Evaldi a lot. I like the wins with the Yanks. I mean, 22 starts ain't cutting it for no. Michael B. I'm surprised that Patrick Graham did not get the head coaching job. I'll be betting the Raiders 2.5. I think the Raiders players hated McDaniels. Yeah, it's well, again, I don't know enough about the staff of why Pierce got over him. And also, and I said this on Look Headlines. I said, let's take the Raiders here, regardless of what was happening on Monday night. I mean, obviously, I had the Lions, so I was thinking Lions in a big win. Raiders look bad. Nobody wants them. Here come the Giants. They're off a miserable loss themselves. But who's their quarterback? They have poor offensive line play, and the Raiders actually play defense. Raiders play defense. They could score a lick, but you know they're going to D up. Now, we're free. We're free. Marco says, it's time for me to bug you. Come, I've said to Marco Schmidt, come on. 70 games. We'll run them all down. Hofstra versus St. Joe's. Stephen F. Austin versus North American. Kansas Christian at Prairie View. Here we go. Georgia, Oregon on a neutral. Now we're talking. Dave, Sean, you realize why I like you do not have to bet if you don't have to. 75% sure. Hold on a second, bro. Forget about 75%. You should be 100% sure. You're not just betting like, 75%. 75% is me coming in here and be like, I sort of like something because I try to give you my thought on a game because that's why you come in here, right? I mean, I give you the picks that I bet or near bets or my favorite, like why I like something. I try to say this is why I like the game here and not just putting a bunch of picks up, say, take this. Listen, 75%. Yeah, if you hit 75%, you'd be awesome. But just because you like it 75% does not mean it's good. That's like the old Ron Burgundy. 65% of the time it works 100% of the time. That does not make any sense. That's not correct. You got to be in 100%. 100%. I make a bet. I don't care. I bet a dog. I think it wins outright. I bet a favorite. It should win by 30. It shouldn't be close. If I'm iffy on a game, unless you're really hitting them well, I'm going to disagree with 75%. It's got to be a lot better than 75% for me to put money on it. Matt, I like the T Wolves also. Why do you like Tennessee Titans tomorrow night? So we have is Trubisky even? I don't know. What's his name? Pickett said he was going to play. Uh, who? Whatever. I'm getting points here. Well, I said take a money line, but the line opened up at 4. It's come down. Tennessee is a team again, and this is tough because I like Tomlin, but Tennessee, I got a coach who they just do not quit on. They don't quit on them. Maybe you get a little kick in the butt. They come out of the bye week, and we had Tennessee here on Sunday in a video. You get a new quarterback in there. Now, is this going to transpire? I mean, rookie quarterback, short week, physical defense. Henry's still old. Hopkins is still old. Blah blah blah. I just don't feel like the Steelers are a team. Besides that, they've been outgained in every game. Somehow they pull out wins. And again, this is what comes down to like just the way the team is and the coach, and they win ugly and just Steeler football. I don't know how you even want to word it. I mean, they should be Cleveland. They get a fluke touchdown, defensive stuff. Give me Tennessee here. Something tells me the Titans. And again, I wasn't a Levi guy. I'm like, who the heck is this guy? Like I said about Richardson, I said, you're taking a guy who was bad in college. And again, I'm not a scout. I didn't like this guy in college. But yet, here you go. Monster game. It's one of those spots, man, where everyone's going to be. I saw somebody say, "Oh, Pittsburgh, this is lock. They own these guys. They beat them 4 in a row." I'm looking at them 4 in a row. I mean, Zach Mettenberg was quarterback on one of these games for Tennessee. Marcus Mariota. I, Whenever anybody's going to be, and I say anybody, I mean like a bunch of people all over one side, especially people who don't know what they're talking about. For a team, I was kind of going to lean towards a road dog anyway, and what should be a low scoring, ugly game. Yeah, give me the money line. I think the coaching is similar. I think the defenses are probably similar. If not, maybe Tennessee might be a little better with Micah out for Pitt. I got a quarterback he's got something to prove versus an injury guy on the other side. Bruce, Raiders tried to coach. I'm taking him Sunday. Yes. Michael B, I don't think the Rangers have lost the road again. No, 10-0 on the road, Texas. Randy, you won the teaser. Thank you for all your nod. Yes, you did. I said that the other day. I mentioned it yesterday, Randy, because you had the 99% teaser with Seattle and the Lions. And when the Seattle, again, you got to look with that Seattle. I was on Seattle with you. That's why I was like, I had to write it down. I'm like, oh, Randy, you're killing me here because I had Seattle and the Lions. I was with you. You know me. You just can't come in and say 99%. That's as bad as putting up a lock emoji. Chris, I got the Nuggets soon. I have a feeling it's trap out. How do you take that? And again, this is, someone's like, I appreciate what you come in here and say. This is one of those things where if I lose, and again, I didn't bet this game. I said I almost used it in the chat here. I liked it. I ended up using something else. I bet. If I'm going to bet this, and if you're going to bet, like you have to stick to the plan. Baseball's 162 games. You got 82 games in NBA, and football's that. When a game comes up where it looks a little odd like this, and this is hard for people. How about you just write it down, Chris? Like, you know what? This looks a little fishy. The trap looks a little low. Like people say there's no trap lines or no official lines. I don't know what the right word is. But since 1990, I can kind of look at a game and be like, you know what? That just doesn't seem right. It's low. It's a trap, fishy, whatever the case may be. There's got to be some other word. It's one of those games. And again, for 30 freaking years, I could just look at it and bet it because I've changed you're hardwired to think one way. favorites and overs all the time. Dog, you can't take dog, can't take dogs, can't. And I tell people, Chris, I think you probably heard me say this. Like, write down the trap game. So you like Denver -2.5. So write down Denver 2.5 versus Minnesota, and then keep your little pad of notes. Because this won't be the only game you see like this. There'll be other games. If you can't control yourself for a week of oddball plays like this, or a month, this isn't some I got it. This is not get rich quick overnight by betting the Nuggets or the Wolves tonight. You're not retiring to the islands off this game. Write it down, see how it does. But it's going to be a lot more than one game. And this is a lot in baseball. We see like a favorite, like, oh my God, the Yanks are only 110 on the road. What's that about? Or insert Dodgers or any kind of big name on a short line, or why is that line that way? Write them down, keep track. This is part of the discipline for long-term success. That's what you want long-term, right? You're not looking to win a game. A lot of people have a nice couple days, a good week. Do it for a month, a couple months. Have a winning season in a sport. Have a winning year sports betting across the board. It is difficult. And if you can't pass on something or keep notes on yourself, won't be successful, man. And I'll tell you, I don't screw up sometimes and do things I shouldn't. Absolutely. It's not perfect. Michael. Daniel, I can't believe they paid me $40 million a year. Jones will be back for the Giants, which makes me like, is he back? I heard that he's like a hit away from like retirement, Michael. I mean, I said at the beginning of the year, I like Jones. I thought he looked like he took a big step forward with Dabo as the coach, and a lot of rah hypeness with him, with the whole team, the coach and everything. He does not look healthy one bit. Marcos, IUPU is stinky. Yes. Although listen, I like betting IUPUI. You know that. We'll take them. They had a nice little run here. Here we go. You want to talk about IUPUI? How about the end of December last year? 16-point dog, winner. 17-point dog, covers. Or 16 was a cover. 14.5, cover. 15, cover. As a favorite, cover. 15-point dog, cover. 18-point dog, cover. 15-point dog, cover. 14.5, cover. 16-point dog, loser. Cover. Favorite. Cover. Double-digit doggy. Cover. 18-point doggy. Cover. 16-point doggy. Cover. 15-point doggy. Loser. 17-point doggy. Cover. 11.5-point doggy. Cover. 17-point doggy. Not bad. 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 7-2, 8-2, 9-2, 10-2, 11-2, 12-2, 13-2, 14-2, 15-2, 16-2. 16-2 down the stretch after starting 1-4 against the number. Some say stinky. It smelled like walking into a printing press factory. David, Saints -1.5, Buffalo +8.5 is your winning teaser of the week. See you at the window. See you at the window, David. Here comes the pen. I got to turn the page, so this is ready for the weekend. Oh. See you at the window. That's a new one. Winning teaser. New Orleans -1.5. Buffalo +8.5. In Germany versus the Chiefs. Dave thinks the NFL is a bad slate this weekend, and I have to tell Dave that I have bet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. 12 games. 6-3 last week. Not too bad. 25-10, 71% of my totals for the season. I sort of like the card. I'm already looking at next week's card. We have lines up. I'll tell you right now what I'm looking at for the week of November the 12th, Sunday. Thursday night game is Bears-Panthers. No, thank you. I do lean to the Colts as a little doggy versus New England. Give me some Colt action there. I like the Colts. Texans and the Bengals. I would lean to Cincy here as a 7.5-point fave. Although you're off a tough Sunday night game. That's a spot where I want to take Cincy now because when they win Is that line going to go up? Because that opening number over the summer was 9.5. So you want to get down on Cincy. You probably want to look at that now. Saints Vikings. The Saints do cover on the road. I don't know if I want anything to do with them as a favorite. I know we're going to tease it there, but or you're going to tease it there. Packers Steelers, no thank you. Titans Tampa, I'll tell you what, this to me, as much as I got the Tampa 10-1 South ticket, I want to lean to Tennessee. I want to lean to Tennessee there. We'll see how they do because they're going to have one. I got a Thursday night game where everybody's going to remember how they played, good, bad, or indifferent. Either way, though, I got the extra rest, which I think is I like. Give me the extra rest. Always an extra rest kind of guy, so I'll take that. Niners and the Jags. I'll tell you what, I might lean a little Jaguar there. I'm not going to lie, little home dog. Browns Ravens. How about an over in this one? What happened to the Browns defense? Total's 40.5. Falcons Cardinals. Again, if I get Taylor Heineke's on the hill, listen to me. Give me some Falcons on the road here, minus the 2. Lions Chargers. I like the Lions out of the bye week. I'm not going to lie there. Cowboys laying 10. Again, you're going to see them play the Eagles. It could only get higher unless Dak gets hurt. This line isn't coming down. They beat up at bad teams. You want to lay to 10? Do it before the Sunday night game or the Sunday afternoon game because Dallas wins. This line's going to 12 or 13. Seattle versus the Commies. I would lean over to 44 there. Jets at the Raiders. Jets as a favorite. I might have to take the Raiders as a little dog there, believe it or not. And Bills Broncos. Bills a 9-point favorite here. Not sure if I want the Bills coming off a Sunday night game against Cincy. Should be interesting. Michael's out of here. Go get some work, though, Mike. Thanks for popping in. And Mike Efson has thoughts on Knicks, Celtics, Diamondbacks winning that parlay. Definitely think the Knicks and Celtics win. Well, best way to go 2-1, baby. It's putting a 3-team parlay because the Rangers are wrapping that up tonight. David, see you at the pay window in terms. I was only 6-0 last P&P NFL winner. Listen, I get it's a term. I'm just writing it down because it's not as easy as a thank me in the morning, but see at the window is a term where you want to win. I know you're 6-0. You hit the parlays. I get it. Deshae, Rangers Nerfy. Gallon of all day. I could say okay to that. My concern is that Corey Seager hits a home run. This guy's in his zone. Mike says low total tomorrow night Steelers game, maybe an over. It's low for a reason. I got a rookie quarterback on a short week. I got a banged up quarterback for Pitt, maybe a backup starter in Trubisky coming in. 2 defenses and questionable offenses. It's I don't know. I don't know if I want to run to an over there. I remember if you only bet dogs, you will lose. If you bet the best available plays on the board, you'll win more. Yes, I'm not saying just to bet dogs. I'm also saying not just you don't bet favorites. Find the value and what you think the winner is. It could be the favorite. It could be the dog. It's never just one of all of the same. The Chase coming in. Tease Bengals in Seattle 7.5, 10, and the Saints money line. Bengals in Seattle this week. So we're going to take Seattle. Pull up the. So you want to tee Seattle up in Baltimore. I kind of like the over in that game. And the Cincy one. You know, you could add Cincy. I mean, I don't mind extra points here. But they were a dog to start the week. When we did look at lines, they were 1.5 point dog to say. I don't hate those. And you could tease the Saints down versus the Bears. Now, I had the Bears Sunday night here. I said, let's take the Bears. We put them in the teaser Tuesday play. They looked horrific. Horrific. Just bad. Dropping a ball in the end zone. But that is what people see. So I'm concerned that there'll be a lot of Saints love. And the Bears kind of get a back door here. I don't know if I could trust. I mean, you're teasing this down to a pick 'em. I'm just saying, I'm not shocked that the Bears cover this game. I know it's different than a tease, but that's just my thoughts on that. David, I remember betting the NFL and college football worse than betting craps. Betting player props is way more powerful. See, I disagree with that, Dave. I mean, I know people, guys who bet a lot more than me, and they hate the NFL. And when I come in with my notes, say this is my NFL and uh, I feel good when guys I respect are like, wow, it's really good kind of stuff over long term. The NFL, I win in the NFL. College football a little tougher, I think. See, I don't think the NFL is not tough for me. I should not that it's not tough. I mean, I'm happy. I tell people happy with 54, 55%. People are like, oh, it's terrible. I mean, terrible. I don't know about that, but I disagree. See, NFL for me, I could win at it. Player props to me, if I'm doing player props, then you can't do sides or totals because you're cheering for something totally different. Yeah. But yeah, could it be way more profitable? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's something to say that you're good betting sides in the NFL, which I am. Brandon in the house. Happy November 1st. It is November. We're going to make it a November to member, Brandon. We're going to have a monster month. I am good. Thank you. Matt, 54 years old, started betting on the NFL when I was 18. I won my first bet for $1 there on the Giants. Thought this was easy. All right, so 54, you bet it when you were 18, which had to put you in, what was that, 1988, basically? Right, 87, 88. You bet the Giants. Who was quarterback? It's Jeff Hostetler back in the day? Sims injured? It's not easy. I mean, my first bet, I probably lost. I don't remember the first bet. Although I tell you what, I lost a lot. Brandon, do you have a good weekend? It was a nice weekend. Family wise and betting wise. No complaints, Brandon. No complaints. All righty. So tonight, because I got to go do some bet win repeat with our guy, Detroit Lenny. Rangers to close it out here in the World Series. Not loving the NBA. I do have a premium game up. You could buy it on the sites, or you could subscribe to YouTube Premium for $4.99, and you'll get a bunch of games. In YouTube Premium, you're probably gonna get like 50 games a month for $5, which is insane. I said you'd probably get 2 a week. It's turned into 10 a week. That's the kind of guy I am. Hockey, Anaheim Ducks in regulation. That is no OT. They win regular. I'm hoping for a 4-1 win, plus 140. NFL for tomorrow, Titans money line. College football tonight, Ball State plus 5.5. Thursday night, Duke under the 44. Friday night, Boston College on the money line. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button on the way out. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. You got any questions? I will see you